Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Nicole Frolic of Inflexible Me, and today I want to talk about the superpowers of being your most authentic version of self and how that works to expose false light in your life. Now, about a year and a half ago, I made the decision to fully come out of the spiritual closet and really put myself out there to talk about all of the things that I love to talk about the most. And it happens to be very fringe. And I was always very afraid of exposing these deeper passions and ideas that I had, because I know that most people who are not into this stuff would look at me and think I'm crazy. And it took a long time to be comfortable with actually owning it and stepping into that power of authenticity and not giving a shit about what anyone else thought about me. And something very interesting happened along the way as I continued to show up for myself. Very interestingly, the more fringe I became, the more people started showing up to listen. I thought that was very interesting. And so that just goes to speak to the value of when you show up for yourself, then you are giving permission to others to show up for you as well. But something else very interesting happened. And that was that people who maybe not show their true colors up front, maybe are working in more deceptive ways, as well as those negative parasitic entities that like to screw with you once you start building your light, building your frequency, shining it, trying to spread more positivity, more love in this world, and they try to attack you. They can work in very deceptive ways to get your consent. And so one of the things that really popped out and has been very consistently happening for me in my observations is that people or entities that are working in different dimensions can't hide their truth from me for very long. And I believe that it is because that the more I become authentic and really honor and value myself, and not really caring what other people think as long as I'm okay with it, well, those are very strong frequencies. When you honor thyself, when you value thyself, that is a huge statement of love. And love is a very high frequency. And so this frequency makes it very uncomfortable for these lower entities, as well as people who are still struggling in lower frequencies, such as fear and judgment and anger and guilt and all of those other ones, that they can't withstand that kind of frequency for very long. And so they begin to expose themselves very, very quickly. So if you are someone who is starting to really honor yourself and be who you know you truly are, and not hold back any aspect of yourself for fear of how your friends and family may think of you, for fear of how society will judge you, then you are really doing yourself a huge favor in building a huge frequency of love, not just within you, but around you. And this will affect those that are trying to take you down. And so when people come in and are maybe attracted to your light and they want maybe a piece of it, and not really coming from the best intentions, which isn't always conscious. Sometimes this is unconscious. And so always have compassion for this. But it happens to expose itself very quickly. And so when you are able to really step into your authenticity and your true power, then you are now a force to be reckoned with, and those false lights, deceiving energies cannot deceive you for very long. And you'll find that this actually exposes their energy very quickly. And I've been noticing this happen a lot with different people in my life, as well as being trying to be deceived by entities through the astral plane or through other dimensions, and or whether they're using other people, they're manipulating other people in my life to access that through deception. And so it's very important to understand how powerful It is for you to really step into your authentic self and honor yourself and value yourself, and how high frequency that is to exposing the false light in your life, so that you look at it this way. Think of it this way. It's part of your discernment muscle. It helps you in your discernment. Because you know yourself so well, and you know what your values are, you know what your worth is, and you know what you stand for. This is huge in you understanding that which is outside of you. So once you understand everything within, you are able to understand everything outside of you, because it's not separate. And so you have this amazing discernment muscle that is compounded by super high frequency of the honor and value and love and all that great stuff that comes along with it. So if you are suspecting that you have some deceivers in your life, or people that are just kind of not showing their true colors, pay attention. The more you honor yourself and the more you keep your frequency high, the more that they're going to start exposing themselves. They just can't handle that kind of energy. And eventually they'll trip up and they'll do something that really shines light on their shadows. So know that this is what happens, that you are shining light into the darkness, you're shining light into the shadows. That is where the deception hides, and then deception is revealed. So I wanted to share that all with you today, and let me know in the comments below if you've had any experiences with this, if you've witnessed or observed this in your life. I'd be curious to hear from you. And for all of you that are following me, I just want to let out the announcement that I'm so excited, because we are 1/3 of the way sold out for our Waves of Light conference. It's a conscious conference at sea. It's taking place in January of 2019. And if you're interested in joining me and a whole bunch of amazing others like Marina Jacoby and Eric Rains and Michael J. Black, Jessica Sanchez, Monica Benware, then you are invited to join us, because it's going to be 5 days of incredible conscious empowerment together, and it's going to be really intimate. So we're going to be hanging out. It's going to be casual. It's not just going to be you coming and watching speakers speak. It's going to be very interactive. We're going to start tuning your cosmic gifts. We're going to have workshops. If you want to have your Reiki attunement, we're going to have actually several people there who've already offered to do that. And we're going to also have a bunch of other fun stuff, like a full moon ritual pajama party on the pool deck at night, because there is a full moon during this cruise. So if you're interested, all you need is $100 to sign up, and then you get to go on a 6 to 7 month payment plan. So you don't have to pay everything up front, and it's actually really affordable to begin with. Prices start at $570. That includes all of your needs. So your cabin, your registration fee, your conference ticket, and your meals. So it's a great price, and there's a payment plan to assist all of you who need that help, so that you can attend such an event where really it's about building that light within and spreading that frequency far and wide. So I'd really love to have some of you join us. So if you do, there's going to be an information in the description below for you guys to get more. There'll be a link there. And if you're interested in the spiritual journey, you can join me on my podcast, Enlighten Up. It comes out every Thursday in iTunes. And if you want to stay updated on all these events, please head on over to my website, inflexilluminati.com. I have a newsletter there that you can sign up for, and you'll always stay updated on everything that I'm doing, as well as be entered into my monthly crystal card giveaway that I do, and that's actually coming up very, very soon. So if you want to get involved with that, then please go on over to my website and sign up. So I love you all. Have a wonderful day, and I will be back with you